Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Brazen Lady. This is the Heruscope for all mutable signs. It means Gemini, Sag, and Virgo for this Pisces season. Pisces season is from February 19th to March 20th, roughly. And Pisces, since it is your season, you have your own special solo video. So that is already up. For everybody else, you guys get grouped with your respective grouping. So all the mutable signs will be here. All the rest of them will be here. Gemini, Sag, and Virgo. So first I'm going to give you the wisdom, from the ancestors to guide you through this season and into the next season. After that, and this word to the wise is for everyone, not just Sagittarius, Virgos, Pisces, and Geminis. This is for everyone. This is the word that the ancestors wanted to tell you all. So after I give that word, then I will go and give each sign its own horoscope for the season finale of Pisces season. So without further ado, I know it's a little longer than I wanted. Let's go ahead and get to the ancestral wisdom. The ancestors say that the main theme this season is to love thyself. We are remembering again the supernatural powers we once possessed, calling on and venerating the ancestors so that they may empower us once again. Magic is not the same as it once was. We are advancing it. We are not dependent upon the tools of the past like we once were. We are using our mind and our intellect in alignment with our heart and our will. We are now witness to the impossible. Give offerings to the ancestors. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, but don't overdo it. Don't overindulge and become obsessive, because a time is coming, next season in fact, in which you must ground yourself and do your part to greatly create a stable foundation for the generations to come. You are the light to your family, leading the way to higher consciousness. Break tradition. Alter what has been deemed impossible to change, but only to accomplish the main objective, not to be rebellious for rebellion's sake. Don't do it because it makes you comfortable. Do it because it's the right thing to do. Come out of your comfort zone. Honor and respect your elders. Key word elder. There is no such thing as a foolish elder, but there is such thing as an old fool, and this is not an elder. An elder has wisdom to share with the youth. This is wealth that is unmeasurable in worth and value. Accept it, young people. Accept it, people, and use it to guide you through any situation. You may be too quick to action, but instead now you need to take the moment, the time to think before you take swift action. Take those moments to get your thoughts clear, and you can have precise thoughts so that you may express your heart's desires clearly. Pisces is king this season. Everyone has gone into a temporary state of slumber, weighing their options, reflecting on past decisions, and providing ourselves with some self-care so that we may enter Aries season rejuvenated, refreshed, and ready to once again pick up the good fight. We are being protected by our ancestors and the released spirit of Sekhmet, who is ferociously defending us in the spirit realm from outside attacks. 2 portals were opened on 11/11 of last year, and 7 more have opened since then. The veil has permanently lifted, but many of us are still being prevented rather, from seeing the other realms because we are not ready. Regardless if you are aware of them or not, we all should create shields of protection around us, especially while we sleep. Remember, people, you are magic. You don't have to depend on anything to connect with the source. Look inside, deep within, and that's where you'll find them. That's where you'll find thyself. Ashe. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get to the 3 remaining signs, the mutable signs. I'll try to timestamp them in the comment section below after I finish uploading the video. So, without further ado, Gemini, what do you have to look forward to this season? You in the past, just taking in that energy from the beginning of this season, of this Pisces season, I feel like a lot of you guys were shooting your shots with no mercy. You had plenty of options, but no clear objective. Just a hasty desire to be romantically linked to someone. Just high velocity energy. Just, being focused on a goal, whether it's a romantic goal or a business goal or educational pursuit, whatever it was that you had your focus on, it was just like super intense focus on that. And a lot of you guys are almost there, like literally almost there. Yeah, but yeah, and a lot of you guys might have been traveling as well. That's probably why I'm feeling that intense energy. A lot of may have been a lot of long distance travel. Anyway, so a decision between for some of you, a lot of you, there had to be a decision made between the 2 most valuable options. I'm feeling like an earth sign and an air sign. It might not be that necessarily, but one person or one particular situation provided stability, comfort, security, and a chance to build a family, with this opportunity. And while the other is slightly flighty, but offers very intellectually stimulating conversations and some, a heightened spiritual awareness that is very attractive in a mysterious type of way. Everything is pointed to the earth sign or that more secured situation. Yeah, it's just something that's just more suited for what you're trying to pursue. And like I said, it might not be romantic, it might just be a business partner. Like one person has great ideas, but the other person has actually produced tangible, something tangible for you to be like, oh, okay, you can actually make this work, you can actually make this happen. So yeah. In the past, you may have been trying to find balance, kind of like a peace of mind, like a calming situation. Maybe some unfinished business that may have caused you to want to find that balance and trying to figure something out and just needing to make a decision about something. But you showed yourself well. You showed that you could handle this complex situation. You can handle just all the complexities of life without, looking too crazy. Yeah, you had a lot going on. You spent a lot of time gaining control of who can come in and be a part of your life and who needs to stay out, who can work with you and who shouldn't work with you. And definitely spending time managing that balance between this is work time, this is time that I need to spend on this, that, and then the time that you spent in luxury, like my luxury time, this is when I just chill and stuff, and you're finding that balance and managing that. And it also made me you were managing your budget, because usually you think luxury, trying to figure out those times and schedules, it's you're trying to budget in some type of way. But it's really just saying, like, how bad do you really want it? Because if you want it that bad, then you're going to make those sacrifices that you need to make. You're going to save instead of spend, frivolously. And knowing the difference between being cheap and being frugal. But anyways, you may currently be at peace. um, for a lot of you guys, you might be at peace right now. Um, you feel like you made the right decision so far up until now, and you feel like you're moving forward. You're feeling very victorious. You're feeling like, yeah, I got this. I got this. Yeah. If you made that sacrifice, just know it was well worth it. Like, you're going to receive signs that, hey, it was worth it. Um, it's like a feeling like a vehicle under control. Like, at first, no one was behind the wheel, and somehow or another the brake shifted, and so all of a sudden it was out of control. And then you saved the day and got into the front seat, just in time before it really caused chaos and destruction, and you got it under control. And you're like, yeah, I barred that. Like, yes, this vehicle is under control. And like, and you're just like at a point where you're consciously, that you're taking charge. You're taking charge of your life and your own decisions, your own agreements, your own responses. You're taking responsibility for self, as opposed to always looking to outside people to blame something on, or outside people to take up, your burdens. Like, it feels liberating to be able to say, yeah, I did that. Like, and what now? Like, as opposed to trying to avoid blame, or whatever. But yeah, it's like being very self-disciplined now, and firmly grounded. Like, you're finally there where you want to be. um for some of you guys, you may be still beating a dead horse. Stop it. It's dead. Can't do nothing with it now. Either you're going to attack your situation from a different angle, take a different viewpoint, take a step back and look at it from a different angle, and try to attack it in a different way so that you can get different results, or move on and concentrate your energy into your work. Financial growth and prosperity awaits you in the summer. Like, you're really going to see the payoff in the summer. But you got to put it into work now. You will see the fruits of your labor. But if you didn't plant the seeds at the right time, don't expect to see, a big harvest. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in the work now to see the payoff later. And that's for you is what I'm getting. I'm getting a gardener, like a person, tending to his garden type of thing. And like really enjoying. You're going to really enjoy it. It's going to be worth it, but you got to put it in now. It's like when the fog clears, and you get to see everything clearly, it just makes everything so much more vibrant and so much more, you're happy. You become so happy, um, I do see, as we move into the Aries season, as we move into the spring, I do feel like you're going to have this like renewed spirit, this like refreshed spirit, and everything is going to make sense. And like, you're going to have that warm personality that you have that makes people kind of like gravitate to you, Gemini. It's going to get refreshed again, and you're going to be so much more aware of your purpose in the world, and your light is going to shine so bright, just going to bring up that warmth. And yeah, I just feel really warm. And even if you feel caged in right now, or in the future, later in this week, if you start to feel boxed in and helpless, or just stuck in the rut, be patient and know that movement is coming. It's about to happen. And if you have to, you might have to do some things differently, and so that you can get better results. Be ready for that, be okay with that. And for a lot of you, you might have some financial difficulties coming up. Don't worry, there is hope all around you. Just don't be too prideful to ask for help. Okay, humble, and don't be too prideful. And you might, if you start to get to worrying about anything, go and do some work. Okay, put your energy into your work, or just repetitious work in general, so that it turns that energy into something productive as opposed to turning it into worry. All right, y'all. On to the next. Love y'all. All right, Sagittarius. Don't be stubborn to this change, because freedom is definitely at the end of this tunnel that you are going down. In the past, a lot of you may have been putting in a lot of long hours at the job house, and there is a lot going on in your finances, in your business, or even a hobby that you are able to turn into a lucrative business. Um, a lot of strategic planning and budgeting, possibly, starting back to school, um, like, for higher education, college, or something like that, or higher training in something. Even some of you guys have been probably offered a teaching position. A lot of you guys are planning on moving to a new location, or basically just having to travel for work, period. A whole lot of you guys are expanding your social media presence, maybe even investing more into the marketing of your, whatever it is that you do. Just, heavy marketing, whether it's marketing of yourself, if you're like an artist or something like that, your projects, if you're, a project manager, whatever it is, whatever you're marketing. And a lot of you guys, if not all, are gaining some type of financial independence and becoming more self-sufficient than you've ever been before, which is great. I feel that. I feel it. That's what's up. A lot of you guys may have felt, or maybe even feeling right now, overworked at your day job, like, what you just do to pay the bills and stuff. You might be feeling overworked, like you've been putting in way too many hours, especially if you work in like the service industry. I just feel a lot of exhaustion from serving people. It almost feels like, man, I don't have enough time in the day to accomplish everything that I have listed on my task list. And, some of you guys may have even been reprimanded by a boss for being late or anything like that. So it's like finding it difficult to balance your schedule to get it into a better flow. Some of you guys may even owe a Capricorn. I don't know why Capricorn, but some of you guys may even owe a Capricorn some money. Whatever it is, you are trying to manifest your vision and get something off the ground, trying to materialize your dreams, but your energy is depleting. You keep running out of steam, becoming very tired. Um, Whatever you're trying to create, you're almost there. You're almost there. It's almost ready for the big reveal. So, don't be impatient. Yeah, don't be impatient, and don't start to fall back into negative habits or just negative patterns just because it's not happening and the timing that you want it to happen, because that's just going to, hold you back. You're almost there, so don't give up. Don't become impatient. Some of y'all might have been dealing with some anxiety, possibly a fear of this future that you're stepping into. A lot of you guys want adventure, you want excitement, but are you truly ready? Because the path you're going down is definitely going to be exciting. It's definitely going to be adventurous, but there is going to be some conflict, So are you ready? Are you ready to deal with those moments of conflict? And especially in love for a lot of you. But this conflict is designed to help you grow and to get you out of your comfort zone. It's to challenge you so that you're not always stagnant. The only way to grow is to be challenged, to see where you fall short, or to see if you can actually overcome whatever the challenge is. But whatever it is, you are no longer dependent on other people, for your success, for anything, whatever it is that you're pursuing. You realize that, yes, you want to work with other people, and that's great to work with other people. That's wonderful. But also in that, you have to know when you have to do it. It's up to you to get it done. And get it done well and efficiently, yeah, I, I just feel like financial freedom, and with this financial freedom, your creativity will expand and grow, because you're no longer confined, because you're not financially where you want to be at. You're realizing that, hey, I might not be there right now, but it's coming. And so I shouldn't hold back my creative aspirations, my hobbies, my joys, my passions, my pursuits, just because I'm not there yet. Being joyful in the present moment. Just know that you have the energy. It's there. The energy is there. Whenever you're ready to use it, and you use it in the best productive way, it's there for you to use it. When you get tired, it's in your reserve. You just gotta reach inside and get it. Gotta reach inside and get that energy. It's right there in your reserve. Even though your passion is decreasing and you may feel like giving up, remember, stay patient. Okay, stay patient. It's coming off. It's going to come all together. It's going to pay off. Your work is going to pay off. And most importantly, you are responsible for your own happiness. No one else can make you happy the way you can make yourself happy. So don't depend on anybody else for that. Okay, loves? Yeah. And as you move, into Aries season, just remember that there's a difference between clinging to past emotion and, just simply going through the feelings, going through the emotions, and then someone who's looking back at past emotions so that they can understand it, so that they can move on. Some people get stuck in the past, and what happened in the past, blah, blah, blah. And some people just look at it, learn from it, and move on, And if you continue to cling to the past, you will lose out, Sag. You're going to lose out on all those opportunities that are headed your way. New ideas, new people, new projects, new romance, newly refreshed willpower, and your past ambitions will be ignited again. For some of y'all going new material things, like a new house, a new car, a new job, a new living location, a new contract, whatever it is for you specifically, Sag, who's listening to this. There's newness coming your way. There's great opportunities coming your way. Okay? And if your head is stuck in the sand, then you're going to miss them. They're going to fly literally right over you. And they're here for you, Sag. All right? So don't allow the past to stop your future blessings. Like they're literally falling from the sky for you. And I know that Jupiter is about to go retrograde, or it's when, I don't know. I haven't went on my chart in so long. It's not even funny. I've been just in meditative zone, which is what I usually do during the season. But I'm gonna get back to my charts and see what's going on in the skies. But just intuitively, I know that Jupiter is about to go into retrograde sometime this month. I'm sure of it. So with that being said, most people be like, oh, everything is going to be not as whatever. I don't care. I don't even know what stereotypical shit they come up with. But for you, Sag, this is actually going to be in your favor, yo. So it's a time to reflect on what was, not so that you can stay there in the past, but so that you can be able to say, I had to go through that. So as this new blessing comes in, I won't fuck it up this time around. I'm sorry. I just gotta say it how it is. All right. Sometimes when you get it the first time around, you don't know how to appreciate it. You don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to take it. You don't even know what you have right there in front of you, because in order for you to appreciate it, it has to be taken away from you. You have to lose it in order to go, that's why it was so important. That's why I should value it. That's why it's so worthy. So the next time it comes around, you know how to handle it. So just take it as that everything is being halted right now, so that next season, when you get all your blessings coming through, you will be able to handle it successfully. All right, Sag, on to the next. We're going to Virgos. Love y'all. To the Virgos. So, for a lot of you in the past, everything that you were thinking about in the past is beginning to manifest now. And you may have had to defend an idea or a project that you created, or a project that you were directly a part of. Um, Even though you had really dedicated people around you, you may even have to defend a particular person who's being talked about behind their back, and they might not even be aware that you were doing that for them. There may have been conflict with relatives or friends over the direction of the group, where you guys should be headed. It may have been a heated argument, possibly even for some physical violence. And you were like stuck in the middle, Virgo. You were seeing and observing from all sides. And after, all that chaos, you retreated to your place of solitude. You went back into your turtle shell, and for a lot of you guys took that moment for self healing and rejuvenation, to get back to that emotional balance, to have that emotional stability that you once had, of just happiness and peace, and a lot of you guys may have been stressing over finances and even your living situation at the moment. And, you know, um, you might have had a desire to talk to someone about something, or maybe even they had a desire to talk to you. They just didn't know how to express themselves. This might even be you just not knowing how to properly express yourself and express what you need in the moment. But success and just being able to get past the situation really comes from a give and take, like a sharing of resources. Either you have the energy to help someone else out, or or they have maybe the energy or the resources to help you out. Either way it goes, someone needs to give something and receive something back in return, in order to smooth out this problem, this conflict that was in your that you were dealing with in the past, in the beginning of this season. It probably rolled over from Aquarius season into this season. So if you really want this to end and come to a head, you probably have already done this. But if you haven't, just know that it's something that you have enough of to give. Um, and there's something that you need to receive in return to make this to smooth this out. Um, a lot of you guys may have had like love and just having a reliable partnership on your mind a lot lately. But most of you, I feel like you guys are content, in that department. Even more so now that you've had like a financial upload, like a lot of you guys received a major boost to your finances, which allows you to just release some of that stress that you've been like building up inside, and allow you to like lighten up and just be more of a joy to be around, that charming personality that you naturally have. When you're stressed, you kind of repress that. So when you relieve that stress, it just comes out, right? And so it's just, all of this relief is just creating this, just a rebirth in your community that's around you. Now you have a community of support. You see that your circle is actually complete, and a lot of you guys are going to be receiving an inheritance, whether it's from like passed down, you know, through an elder, or someone who's passed, who's transitioned, or just simply receiving something from someone who's living right now who just wanted to give you a gift. um, and you might even, you know maybe your auntie or your uncle, or you are a grandparent or a parent or something like that, or just a really good godparent or older friend, and you decide that you want to pass down something of personal value to someone else. Whatever, whoever it is, it's definitely happening this season. Things are getting passed down, things are getting inherited, and you're not feeling completion, you know. Um, things coming together, you know. You're definitely by the end of the season going to have you're going to have worked with other people in an artistic sense. I see a lot of just artistic things, music, song, dance, imagination on the rise, just coming together of like-minded people. Everything is just harmonious again. Even if it's only for a short while, the feeling of that coming together provides an emotional healing to you, and for everyone involved. Um, it's like you, Virgo, are just like freeing yourself of everybody else's problems, because they're not your problems. You have your own problems that you need to deal with. You don't need to take on everybody else's shit. So you're freeing yourself, and this mental liberty is just it's freeing up more time for you, to be able to do what you really want to go do. So if you want to go spend more time with your partner, then by releasing other people's problems, you can do this now, or whatever the case may be. And I really do see a whole bunch of lavish gifts, coming your way, or you giving out lavish gifts, expensive dates, and just travel plans. I just feel a lot of travel plans, and you just enjoying yourself, enjoying your successes, by spending more of your free time, just enjoying your friends and your loved ones around you. And it's really just a coming together, a real coming together. And you're just becoming so much more aware of your reality, and so much more aware of other people's realities, and your consciousness is rising. You're feeling a freedom from the pain. It's like grace just descends upon you, and you're able to open yourself up and be more trusting and loving, and able to receive that love back in return. And it's almost like a level of hope is restored. you know um just, yeah, just like a hope is restored. Like like the mourning period is over. Now you can embrace this newness that is abound for you. you know just knowing that I had to go through this in order for my true and full transformation to happen. I had to go through this. So that is just a lovely feeling. I feel really just like calm. Lovely, Virgo. I'm glad I decided to end with you guys. I was going to put you guys in order: Gemini, then you, then Sag, keep it in order. But I'm glad finished off, because it's such a release. It's like a comfort you only can receive from a mother, like that unconditional love, like that healing waters type of thing. And just rejuvenation. That's beautiful. Beautiful, 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 Virgo. Well, that's it. That is it for the Pisces season. Love you guys. Love each and every one of you mutables out there. And until the next time, keep trail blazing on. All right, y'all. Peace.